Welcome to this basketball broadcast brought to you by WHOU and WFKT by Bowers Funeral Home, the County Federal Credit Union, TNT, Northern Maine Community College, Scoville Building Supply, FAP Body, United Insurance, J. McLaughlin Construction, Daigle Oil Company, Priority Auto Sales, Rick Hannigan Plumbing, Cushman & Sons, KVHC, County Ag and Turf, Holton Tire and Steelstone, Maine Equipment, Griffith Ford, Napa and Coastal Auto Parts, Pat's Pizza, Madigan Home Healthcare, Pioneer Times, Pioneer Broadband, Thompson & Hamill, Aroostook Limousines, Huber Engineered Woods, Jeans Electronics, County Physical Therapy, Katahdin Trust Company, White Smiles, Maine Baseball Academy, S.W. Collins, Nortrax, Herring Brothers. Now let's go down to the floor.
Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to Fort Kent Community High School, where we have the hosting Fort Kent Lady Warriors being visited by the Hodgdon Lady Hawks. I am Dominic Rossignol, being joined today by my partner, Scott Pelletier. And Scott, I'm looking forward to this one. I know this is one of the teams that you are familiar with, having faced them recently with your team in Fort Kent, and a Hodgdon team that's coming in looking to continue a little bit of a win streak here.
Yeah, I look for an evenly contested game. You're looking at Hodgdon at 5-2, Fort Kent at 2-5, but Fort Kent's played some tough teams. They just beat the Wisdom Lady Pioneers 2 days ago, and I got to witness that. Fort Kent is playing well at a good time, so I expect a good one here today.
Yeah, I do as well. They pose some kind of stylistic issues. Their defensive strategies that Coach Kelly O'Leary employs, a lot of heavy 1-3-1. Either he'll half court, extend it out to the full, just really make you work for every inch of the court. Hodgdon coming in off of a nice win over Easton. The 2-game win streak, looking to keep that going. Long trip up north, but fortunately that's why they put this one on a Saturday for them. They don't have to get out of school at lunch or anything. They had the day to get up. So, but yeah, looking forward to a battle.
Yeah, we're gonna get one.
So Scott is going to head down and get a word from the head coaches of these ladies tonight. We have Coach Wendell Harvey, the Hodgdon Hawks, and of course we've heard plenty from Coach Kelly O'Leary to this point in the season. Hopefully he can snag them before the officials come try to grab them for captain's meetings.
All right, we're good to go. Before captain's meet, I'd like to talk with Coach Harvey here. Sitting at 5-2 so far, early in the season. I've seen the scores. A tough loss at Katahdin, but you've gotten better, I think, over the course of that game, and you had a big win, a big sizable win against Easton. Can you tell me a little bit about your team at this point in the season?
We're growing still. We're learning. Fort Kent will be a real tough test for us today. We're evenly matched. I look for a great game. Yeah,
good.
So.
What are some things that we could see out of your team today? What are some things that you want to see coming away from here? What do you think what are you gonna have to do to get a win here today?
We got to play good defense, box out, get back down the floor. Fort Kent likes to push the ball. They'll be very aggressive. They'll shoot the three. We've got to rebound, take care of the boards, and make some shots.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Coach Harvey.
Thank you. Yep. Good luck. Yep.
Okay, so we thank Coach Harvey for kind kind of avoiding the captain's meeting there just for a minute so we can get a quick word from him. Scott's going to wait for Coach O'Leary to fulfill his duties there and get a quick word from him as soon as we have a chance. But I think Coach Harvey did nail it right on the head there as far as what he's expecting out of these Lady Warriors, what his team will need to do and what they'll need to avoid to experience success today. So that captain's meeting is concluding, and soon as Mr. O'Leary is done with this, one last word from the officials. Okay, so back to you, Scott.
All right, talking with Coach O'Leary. Good win against Wisdom the other day, 2 days ago. I should know, I was on the other end of it, but well-balanced team. What I saw, played the 1-3-1 very well, good shooting. Tell us a little bit about what you need to see today to get a win here against Hodgdon.
Well, I really haven't had time to scout Hodgdon. I looked on WHOU, couldn't really find much onto him. I played him. He's a good coach, as you know, veteran coach. His team runs good stuff, and I'm sure they're probably going to set him to some sort of zone. So we're ready for anything we see. The kids know how to play and what to play. So I'm excited to play against them. Like I said, Hodgdon's their future's pretty bright. They got a lot of kids competing right now, and I hear down below as well, they're pretty tough, so I'm excited to see them. I haven't seen them in 2 years. We haven't had them on the schedule, so it should be fun.
Yeah, we said this should be an evenly contested match. We think so. I guess, what do you think, just without knowing too much about Hodgdon, what do you think you need to do today to get this W?
Well, the big thing here is we can't beat ourselves. Fort Kent has been beating themselves, and that's our toughest opponent right now. We just need to get fundamental, lessen the fouls and the turnovers, and let the chips fall where they may after that.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, and good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Some good insights there. Both coaches very candid and honest with where they see themselves and how they hope this one plays out. We are going to have our pregame introductions and national anthem to be done by, as always, Mr. Scott Seveny. Okay, so finally, we are ready for some action. Coach is going to give their final reminders here. Starting 5, as you heard, for the Lady Warriors: Larissa Daigle, Shaylee Gendreau, Kaylee Guimond, Madison Saucier, and Desiree Hafford. And now joining them for the Lady Hawks: Emma Drew, Lauren McGillicuddy, Sabra Scott, Autumn Gansel, and Kylie Moores. Mr. Alla reminding them which direction they're headed. Tip is controlled by the Lady Hawks. They will be tacking right to left to start. Fort Kent, as expected, in that signature 1-3-1, and it gets him a steal right off the bat by Shaylee Gendreau. She heads down the court, and Larissa Day with kind of a tough angle finish attempt there. Couldn't quite get it off the glass. Emma Drew gets it into the corner. Gets it back, cross-court pass, gets a nice little 10-footer. That is off, but chasing her own shot and getting the rebound with Sabra Scott. That shot also off, coming down to Hafford. Hodgdon appearing to be in a basic man-to-man defense. Fort Kent's going to run their 5-out offense. That one is long by Saucier. Rebound down to Scott. She's going to go all the way. Shot is off, and on the rebound, I believe they're going to have Autumn Gansel with the over-the-back foul for her first. Good box out by the Lady Warriors there. Rebounding could be a key tonight, as Hodgdon doesn't necessarily have any one particularly tall player, but they have kind of a lot of length all across that lineup. Gillicuddy gets it right back to Drew. She seems to be the one who's going to be doing a lot of handling of the ball up top. They're going to offset the guards against the 1-3-1 zone. Get it in underneath. And that shot is up and good by Moores for the first 2 of the evening. Daigle's going to trigger the offense. Guimond dribbles across top, finds Saucier, couldn't quite handle it, but recovers. Kind of got caught on that second step without anywhere to go with it and is called for the travel. So Emma Drew setting things up. Oof. They're going to get Gendreau for the block on that one. That is just her first, but she will not want to get the second this quarter.
Yeah, not this early.
No.
And you're sitting.
Foul trouble has been an issue pretty universally for these ladies thus far this season. Play a very aggressive defensive style, which can be high cost, high reward.
No call.
That one finds Daigle. She's going to have the 2-on-1 with Guimond running with her. She'll take it herself, and that is blocked. She came right back to Daigle, tried saving it.
Something Fort Kent can do pretty well with Larissa at point. I mean, they push the ball with, you know, every opportunity they have. If it's in her hand, she's pushing tempo.
Yeah, a lot of times their best offense is their defense getting them odd man looks. Finds Scott in the corner. She's going to take that one again. It's no good. Rebound knocked out by her. Going to turn possession back over to the Lady Warriors as soon as they can get someone to inbound it. Gendreau obliges. Daigle thought she saw something, and then it kind of disappeared on her. She was fortunate to get rid of that pass, though. That one, however, is stolen by Scott. She's coming along. Daigle with a good recovery to swat it out of bounds.
Good hustle.
Not giving up on the play. Saving an easy layup look. Cassidy O'Leary's going to make an early appearance tonight, replacing Kaylee Guimond. Daigle there again, knocking away that pass attempt to Moores, and then makes the great full court pass down to Hafford. Unable to finish with the pressure. However, the rebound action knocked out of bounds, and it will remain Lady Warriors ball. Saucier is going to trigger the inbound. See this set up a lot with their out of bounds plays, kind of the mini triangle of three underneath. Not able to find anything. Just kind of hit Daigle with the safety valve release there.
Yeah, that motion offense, pass and cut, fill and rotate, and there's another steal.
Scott with her second early on. Saucier is going to just concede the foul there to not give up the layup. So that's a couple times now. Sabra Scott's made a couple nice defensive reads of passes.
Yep. Good at jumping the ball, jumping the pass.
She's going to be at the line for two. First one is up and pure. She'll have another. That one is up and just short. Rebound controlled down by Saucier. So just under halfway through this first quarter. A low scoring affair thus far. Lady Hawks leading 3-0. Saucier swings over Lear in the wing. She's going to drive to the basket. Take a little 8-foot runner that comes off the backboard. No good. Rebound down to Moores. And they'll find Emma Drew. Get them situated.
That weak side, open.
Yeah, weak side wing did not drop there, allowing 21 Autumn Gansel the easy look off the good pass from Scott. And that one is stolen away by Moores. Scott going to slow things down, not having any numbers. And back to Drew. Coach Harvey seeing something, wanting something pretty specific. Moore's pass is stolen away by Jandro. He gets it to Daigle. She's going to look to speed up the attack with some numbers. Oh. She threw the shot fake but could not get that pivot foot to stay and is called for the travel.
Yeah, tough decision there. You want to kind of, if you got nothing between you and the basket, you want to push the ball and try to, get a layup there instead, but she kind of looked like indecisive and ended up traveling.
Yeah, that's one where you feel the pressure coming and you kind of the fear of getting blocked overtakes the willingness to maybe draw a foul.
Yep.
We have a tie up. The ball was tied up. Castellari's sneakers were not, so she's going to tie those laces up and we're going to go as soon as she does so.
Some good back and forth action. Yep. Just Fort Kent's got to, get a basket here. Settle down.
Saucier's going to come get a high post receive here. Daigle gets fouled. Nice little quick set there. I think they're going to give it underneath, not on the shot. Foul before. It's probably the right call. She probably got fouled before she ever had the ball. Therefore, you can't be shooting if you don't have it yet.
Right.
Official scorekeepers here just requiring a little clarification on who the foul was called on.
It's her second, Autumn Gansel's second, number 21 for Hodgdon.
Coach Harvey's going to let her ride out this quarter and trust her not to pick up that third.
Looks like it.
We're going to get Moores with that one, though, so the fouls are piling up a little bit.
Well, that motion offense forces you to move your feet, constantly move your feet. And
Gansel is going to be replaced now by number 24 freshman Marissa Dow. Hodgdon, a very young roster. Looking down top to bottom here, only see 2 seniors. That shot was off and rebound down to Moores. Advanced pass up to McGillicuddy in the corner. Her pass out of there, knocked out of bounds by Desiree Hafford. Mr. Bradell doing a good job of avoiding taking that one off the head. Inbound is into Scott. She's going to look to attack the seam. Over the top pass to Moores. weren't quite on the same page on that one. Finds its way out of bounds to the Lady Warriors. Daigle still looking for their first basket. O'Leary's attempt is off, but the rebound is tipped out. It ends up with Jandro. So Sosia has it on top. She's going to look to get it to Hafford. It's out to O'Leary. Almost being dared to take the three and doesn't do so. Daigle's going to give her another shot too.
Yeah, Hodgson's doing a good job, like closing the paint,
yeah,
forcing Fort Kent to take these outside shots, and so far it's worked.
Yeah, really good help side man defense principles. Not no one being undisciplined and sticking to their man, helping defend the basket first and foremost. Reacting out. That foul is going to be issued to Desiree Hafford.
Her first.
Get the inbound in. Drew surveying her options, gets it back out to Dow. Gives it right back to her. That pass entry attempt to Moores is knocked away. Jandro had it, but then it finds Dow for a nice little easy layup down the middle of the lane, extending Hodgson's lead to 7-0. O'Leary with it on the wing. Moores is very much sagging off her, daring her to shoot, and she does, and hits it for the Lady Warriors' first basket of the evening. So maybe that'll break the ice. And Coach Harvey, apparently his goal was to give up 0 points today because he calls a quick timeout. It is a 30, and we will take it as well on WFKT and WHOU.
We all know a Aroostook County winter isn't much fun, but it can be with the right equipment. Holton Tire Company at 76 Myrna Street is your boss plow dealer and carries the King of Snow Aaron snowblowers. Full service department with parts in stock. Steelstone Industries in Holton is your location for gravel, salt, sand, paving, and plowing. Groundwork materials of all kinds and equipment to move it. Steelstone Industries is your aggregate supplier. You can visit Steelstone Industries at 154 Steelstone Street in Holton.
So we are back. Mr. McPherson's going to give the inbound to the Lady Hawks. And we have just over a minute here remaining in this first quarter. Napa Auto Parts scoreboard reading 7-2 in favor of the Lady Hawks. That shot is long, but Ms. Moores is there for the rebound, and she's just going to do kind of a tip drill against the backboard by herself. 3 rebounds, but none of those shots able to fall for her. Finally finds O'Leary. She's going to streak right down this wing, take the shot. Is up and off, but she gets her own rebound. Second attempt is off as well. Rebound down to Scott.
Fort Kent looking at trap, and then
entry down to Scott, gets her a look, but it is off. So Daigle comes the other way for the Lady Warriors. Seems as though they've changed their 5-out read and react offense to a 4-out, with Sose kind of playing the big spot in the middle. So 20 seconds left here. We'll see if Hodgdon looks to take the last shot or the first good one, and that is good by Scott.
Yeah. Good ball fake.
Shot fake got the defender up. Let's see if the Lady Warriors are aware of how much time is left here. 8 seconds. Still haven't gotten the inbound in. 7 now. Daigle may have to just take this as far as she can herself. 3 remaining. She kicks out to Jandro. Her 3 is up and short. So after 1, Hodgdon Lady Hawks 9, Fort Kent Lady Warriors 2. We will be back in 60 on WHOU.
County Ag and Turf Supply is at its new home on 7 Dow Siding Road in Caribou, offering the same great service. Randy and Jerry are working hard to supply the county with the best products. They offer Blue Seal Feed, Sentinel, Inspire, and Dynasty and Triple Crown for your equine, Home Fresh Extra Egg and Multi-Flock Pellets, and Crumples and Mealworm for your poultry. Entrust Pet Food for your cat or dog, Minerals for your beef and dairy. They have feed for all your livestock. County Ag and Turf Supply also has wood pellets, lubricants, and of course, Willow the Blue Seal Rabbit on the premises. Stop by County Ag and Turf Supply today.
Don't get flush-traded. Get Rick Hannigan Plumbing and Heating to handle all your pipes. Master Plumber Rick is ready to get your pipes back in action. Give Rick a call today at 538-7131 and like him on Facebook.
Scoville Building Supplies may be a little store, but it's a whole lot more. You can find most anything you need at Scoville Building Supplies: plumbing, painting, lumber, windows, or doors. Everything you will need for your construction, remodeling, updating, or building. Call Scoville Building Supplies today at 425-3192.
So we are back to get things going here in the second quarter. Pretty fast moving first. Lady Hawks going to have it first. Nice little inside out pass there, Scott. That one was out to Dow, whose shot was off, and another foul in the rebounding action. They are going to get Moores again. Her second such foul over the back. Coach Harvey going to leave her in, though. A much better looking offensive set there for Lady Warriors. Got O'Leary a good look on the wing, just couldn't fall. They seem to at least have gotten over that initial inability to even get a look. Still in there, token 1-3-1.
Yep.
Hodgdon's going to try to counteract with that with Moores at the high post. Try to get her to receive passes. A nice split there by Scott. That is just off. She chases it, gets her own rebound. Second one is also not good. Saucier comes down with the rebound, gets up to O'Leary. She's able to get that out to Hafford, who drives the lane, and that might be Moores' third.
Yeah. Might be here, we'll see.
Unless they gave it to her teammate there. No, they did not. That is Moore's
That
third.
is. That's big.
Coach Harvey gonna get her out of there.
What was good is Fort Kent kind of drew her away from the paint and then forced off the dribble, forced her to defend, and she got the bump call.
Yeah, everyone that is gonna guard a Lady Warrior is gonna be able to have to defend man-to-man on the perimeter, because they don't have anyone that's just going to plant themselves in the block, so you're not going to be able to do the same defensively.
Right. One more free throw.
Hafford's second is up, and that one is good. Cutting Hodgdon's lead to 6. Sitting at 9-3. Just over a minute gone here in the second. Dow is just going to go right down the lane to the basket. And they are going to get her with the charge. Shaylee Jandro standing in and taking that contact pretty square. It's going to be Dow's first. Coach O'Leary barking out what he wants to see. See if they may try to maybe attack the paint a little more with Moores out of the game. Okay, so after a little confusion, Mr. Murchison calls the jump ball a blocked shot, though it didn't leave the hands. I think it was just a second late, which led to some confusion, but
yeah,
I do think it was the right call.
The hand was on top of the ball.
So possession's going to stay here either way. They get it into Guimon, who has it stolen away by Dow. Fort Kent seems to be gone to a man defense.
Man, yeah.
And in doing so, Hafford gets the steal, tracks it down and gets that shot up for 2. And all of a sudden, the lead is only 4. They are now full court pressuring. That one knocked away, but Daigle needed to foul to do so.
Her first. And now they're feeding off the home crowd and the energy. They got some buckets now. They're into it.
Coach O'Leary no longer just trying to sit back and watch them get to the basket against that zone defense. However, in the transition, Scott puts down the little 10-footer.
Yeah, she has a nice shot.
Long one finds Jandro in the corner, who drives baseline. Nice kick out to Guimon on the opposite wing. Her shot is up and just rims out. And Scott with the rebound looks to change ends quickly. Finds nothing, so slows it down. Fort Kent still in there man-to-man defense.
Coach Harvey asking for 4 low and a turnover.
2-on-1 here. She gets it up to Jandro. Her layup is up and good. So Coach Harvey seen enough, and he's going to take the timeout. It is going to be a full. We'll take it as well and be back in 60.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car.
Sorry.
You could also light a pile of money on fire.
Sorry.
Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger,
Sorry.
with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Pioneer Fiber to the Home is now available in Holton, Sherman, Stacyville, Callis, and Baileyville. Streaming live events in high definition like high school basketball is best viewed with the most stable and fastest connections. Pioneer Broadband delivers state-of-the-art fiber directly into your home to handle all of your most demanding internet needs. Don't get left behind with slower technology. Get the fiber you need, Pioneer Broadband.
So, Coach Harvey calling a quick timeout to quell a little mini run of the Lady Warriors after having scored only 2 points in the first quarter. They got a quick 5 here in the first 3 minutes of the second. And they are going to get Drew on the travel. So the pressure starting to turn Hodgdon over a little bit. They've looked much more fluid offensively as well, getting first quarter had been, just trying to survive the first 10 seconds on a turnover before even getting the shot. Now it's getting much better look. Sose drives the lane. That runner is up and no good. Rebound batted around. Sose unable to control it, but does tap it out to Guimond. She won't get the rebound stat there, but it definitely was her hustle play that kept it alive for them. Entry into Jandro, just off the front of the rim. And the rebound is tied up by Daigle.
Way to stay with it, get a jump ball.
Yeah, possession arrow is in favor of the Lady Hawks, but
that gets them in their full court press that they're going to do.
Seems to be a base 13. I think it's going to the 13 in the full. And again, not necessarily getting a steal, but the pressure causing a turnover. It is now the Lady Hawks who are having difficulty getting a shot off. So Guimond has it on the wing.
Coach O'Leary asking for patience. Just pass the ball, cut. No need to rush.
Yeah, Hodgdon kind of seems to be a little more on their heels defensively to where you can afford to without thinking you better shoot it before you turn it over. That's going to force a foul out of Emma Drew.
Her first.
That is their 7th team foul, which is going to send Desiree Hafford to the line for 1-and-1. I think Lady Warriors are more used to giving up the 7th team foul before receiving it. So they will take that change of roles. Her first one is pure, which will give her the second. See if she can cut this lead down to 2.
They're settling down now. With 2 points in the first quarter, now they're starting to find their rhythm, and that's her second make. Made free throw.
So now 11-9. Lady Hawks a little more easily able to break the pressure that time. Fort Kent back in there, 1-3-1. Scott drives the lane. Draws the contact. I believe we're going to get no, that's going to be on Guimond. Wasn't quite there.
Got Guimond's first foul. Team's 5th.
Foul trouble much less of an issue for Fort Kent thus far, as it has been in games past. First one by Scott is up and good. Sets for the second. That one is good as well. She has shot free throws well tonight. Nice back cut by Hafford, found by Daigle, and she puts that up for two. 13-11 now, Lady Hawks, just over halfway through the second quarter. Scott kind of turned and hit into a wall there, but was able to keep her feet under and not get called for the travel. A little more activity here out of Fort Kent in the half court defensively. That three is up and no good. A rebound batted out of bounds, however, by Janjo, so the Lady Hawks will keep possession underneath their own basket. See what they have for an out of bounds underneath. They're just going to get the safety release up top. Scott's going to pull one from her comfortable spot where she had a few there. That one is off, however. Rebound down to Allison Winship, who is in for her first action of the night. And they're going to get Guimond's, got caught with her hand in the cookie jar there.
Yeah, just couldn't help but reach in there and get one.
That's her second and is going to send Autumn Gansel to the line, who was back in after her early foul trouble.
Fouls are now evening out, as that's their sixth.
So the next one will be the seventh and bonus triggering team foul. That free throw bounces all around the rim and does not fall. However, that was a shooting foul, so she will get the second. It is up and just long. Rebound down to Jandro. So ends up not being a bad foul there, other than the fact that it's her second. Prevents the layup and no free throws converted. Hafford's shot down the lane is no good, but again, keeps it alive, taps the rebound out, it finds Daigle, and her three is good. So Fort Kent taking its first lead of the game at 14-13. They got beat on the long pass there. They're gonna get a, after conferring between the two officials, they are gonna get a blocking foul on that.
That's her third. Kaylee picked up her third on that.
It was questionable, could have gone either way, but they were in agreement that she was not there. They're going to get Guimond for her third, which is going to bring Cassidy O'Leary back in, we assume, to replace her. Free throw is up and good. She will indeed check out with that third, so we probably won't see her till the second half.
2 minutes and 47 seconds left.
Second free throw is up and also good. Coach O'Leary is going to take a full timeout, so we will be back in 60 on WFKT, WHOU.
This is Neil. Can I help you? You're where? I'll be right there. What'd you guys do?
Giving steals.
Yeah. That's all you did?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. I guess there is something wrong with giving away steals.
Still, this 2016 CRV SC, now only $17,995.
I don't know why.
They were good steals.
At the Maine Baseball Academy, our top priority is to create an experience of advanced learning and skill development for all ages. The YMCA Indoor Turf Facility has many resources that we use to our advantage while developing young athletes. Our top-tier coaching staff includes Director of Operations Ryan Lincoln and John Fry, Searsport District High School, Cody Collins, Bangor Christian Schools, and Cam Archer, Old Town High School. Follow us on Facebook at Maine Baseball Academy or call today for more information.
So Lady Warriors going to look to build on this momentum that they've gained here. Daigle gets the handoff to Hafford. She's going to look to attack the paint, kick out after the kind of looking to kind of attack the seam, draw some help, and kick out. Let's find Daigle in the corner. She's going to stop. Find O'Leary on the wing, and then gets it right back to her. That one knocked away, so it will stay with the Lady Warriors. They'll get to inbound underneath. See if they can get a good look out of this one. Series of cross screens. Eventually finds Jeandre out in the wing, gets it back into Saucier. She'll take that corner three, and that is long. Rebound by Scott. So Dow can trigger things into Drew.
Looks like Fort Kent in a 2-3 zone.
Yep. I have seen in the last few games particularly Coach O'Leary being more willing to kind of bounce around from his different defenses. And that one eventually rattles around and drops for Emma Drew.
Her first points in the game.
See Hodgdon doing a good job at clogging up the paint. Whoever it is that's guarding the weak side man is really staying in the paint.
Right, they're really sagging in the paint. They're allowing that corner three to be taken, almost like begging them to do it. And
it was Sosa there that was called for the double dribble. So Dow has it. She's going to make that skip pass to Scott, and she'll take that little 8-footer. That is off. And the rebound is batted around. Finally controlled. Scott will end up back with it. She drives the lane, and I think they're going to get her for a charge. They will. Jeandre for at least the second time this evening, sacrificing the body and drawing the charge.
Yeah, only her first. She was battling underneath there. And
good job of her thus far. She definitely hasn't been playing passively. She's playing passing range, just hasn't been doing so in fouling. Saucier's three is long. That rebound is batted out of bounds by Hafford. And is going to return possession to the Lady Hawks. They'll inbound in front of the table with just over a minute here remaining in this action-packed first half. Portland back in the 2-3.
Yeah, offense where they have a player behind the zone, and nice pass.
Scott, again, ever active, gets the offensive rebound and is fouled on the putback attempt. Let's see who that one is issued to. Is that a 1-1?
Yeah, Cassidy O'Leary, her first.
So Scott back to the line for two, where she's had success thus far. And true to form, the first one doesn't require any of the rim. 45 seconds remaining here in this half. That second free throw is up and also good, so very impressive showing from the free throw line so far by Ms. Scott. Let's see if Fort Kent, they are not content waiting for the last one. Saucier will just step into that shot and hit that three. They, again, almost begging her to, and she kindly obliges. We'll see if Hodgdon is going to look for the last one with about 20 remaining here. We're going to now have Scott receiving the high post where Moores had been doing so earlier. That three is long. Daigle does a good job at batting it off of Scott out of bounds. So now Lady Warriors will have the ball with 10 seconds with the chance to go into the half either tied or with a lead. Should they score?
Nice give and go.
That one hit Daigle before she was ready for it. She will, however, get a jump ball out of it.
Yeah, she didn't give up on the play.
Depending how these 2.8 seconds ago could have been a blessing or a curse.
Well, got a tie up, and now they keep the possession, so.
See if they can get a look in the last 2.8. Coach O'Leary is going to try to draw something up with his 30-second timeout, and we will take it as well.
Lincoln Power Sports is the leading ATV, snowmobile parts, accessories, and outdoor equipment dealer in Lincoln. Whether you're looking for the latest new products from BRP, Can-Am, Skidoo, or today's best clothing and accessories, we've got it. It's no wonder riders and customers trust Lincoln Power Sports for ATV and snowmobile service and installation of parts and accessories. Stop by our store or browse our extensive online catalog from anywhere in the world. Call 207-794-8100. We would love to hear from you.
So we'll see what Coach O'Leary drew up for this last 2.8 seconds. We're going to line up flat. That one is thrown away by Sosa, and Dow's going to have the length of the court to go, but will not get the layup off. So at halftime, a hotly contested half. Sees the Hodgdon Lady Hawks going into the locker room with a 2-point lead, though very much not a comfortable one, having survived a little bit of a barrage there by the Lady Warriors. We will get Scott down with our halftime guest, and we will be back in 2 minutes on WHOU and WFKT.
MMG Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school basketball. Founded in 1897 and based in Presque Isle, MMG has independent insurance agents across Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. MMG has recently received a national award in innovation, was recognized as the Maine Company of the Year by the Maine Insurance Agents Association, and again named among the best places to work in Maine. Find out more about MMG by visiting our website, mmgins.com. MMG Insurance, protecting your piece of the world.
Hi from Jeans, where you'll find better TV and more ways to enjoy it. Get 190 channels for $59.99 a month with Dish. Plus, get a free voice remote on us. And remember, we're also trained Nest Pros and deliver white glove service for all kinds of smart home solutions, like the Google Nest Learning Thermostat or the Google Nest Cam Outdoor, which lets you look after your home from anywhere so you can travel worry-free. So come and visit our newest location on Stillwater in Bangor, or visit us online to find a local store near you.
Aroostook Limousines and Ace Rent-A-Car get you there in style. Aroostook Limousines has 8 and 12-passenger limousines and a 20-passenger party bus for evenings out, proms, weddings, birthdays, concerts, whatever the celebration. Travel anywhere in-state. And Ace Rent-A-Car specializes in insurance rentals and has locations in Presque Isle, Holton, and Patton at Savage Paint and Body. Ace offers everything from compact cars to vans. Ace Rent-A-Car. We do it right and we make it easy. Reach both businesses at 768-7368.
TheCounty.me, your source for countywide sports, including scores and highlights from the greater Holton, Presque Isle, and Caribou regions. We also are the source for all the latest daily news and community happenings for readers of the Holton Pioneer Times, the Star Herald, and the Aroostook Republican and News coverage area. Visit us now on the web at thecounty.me.
So we are back where Scott has our halftime guest, Fort Kent Lady Warriors girls varsity soccer coach, Mr. Doug Sear.
All right, thanks, Dom. We're here with Coach Doug Sear, the girls Lady Warriors soccer coach. Just wanted to say, hey, congratulations, another great season this year, runners-up, and last year state champs. Just what has been key for building this program to where it is now?
The biggest key for us really is the teamwork, the camaraderie of the girls playing together, and really believing in themselves. Fort Kent's had a phenomenal builder program, from Pee-wees to Rex to the middle school program to high school. And my key for the last 2 years is really sticking to fundamentals, not over trying to think it and come up with different plays, but coming down to fundamentals and really working hard.
Yeah, and just being a witness to seeing that's what I see. They're fundamentally sound, your teams. What are you looking forward to this upcoming season? I know it's we're in winter, but I'm sure you're thinking about it and stuff. So what's the outlook for next year? What are you going to look forward to doing here?
Sure. Soccer season is actually quite a long season for us. Starts in July and ends in November, actually December with our banquet. Biggest thing that we're going to look at is really continuing what we're doing. Our middle school coach actually has been focusing on getting her girls to understand our formation. And it's going to pay dividends next year, because this will be the first year that we get that class of 8th graders coming to freshmen that understand our formation coming out of the go. That was one of our biggest challenges on year one, was understanding that formation. And they've really gelled, figured it out, and it's worked. So having that 8th grade class come in, understanding that right off the get-go, so it'll make the transition for this year even easier than it was this year. And this year we started off on the right foot, right mentality, teamwork. Our girls really respect each other, and that's one of the things that we've tried to drive from day one. All my talks start with respect. Respect your opponents, the refs, your parents. And if you can drive that when it gets to game time, you never see our girls get upset with each other. They respect each other. So that's probably the biggest key to our success.
Awesome. Now, I just want to say, again, congratulations. I think you're doing it the right way, and I think that's exactly what you want. You want first building character, team chemistry, getting them to play like a team and be fundamentally sound. So I wish you success this upcoming season, and thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
Back to you, Dom. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott and Coach Sear. The Fort Kent girls varsity soccer program, having been very successful and competitive in years past, really ramping it up here these last 2 years with 2 appearances in state championships. One not this past year, but the year previous, ending in a state title, and this year losing to a very difficult opponent. So we thank you, Doug Sear, for both your time and for your contributions to the program. We will take a quick 3-minute break and come back with some first half totals and the second half. So we will be back in 3.
Hello, this is Tony Bowers at Bowers Funeral, and we want to wish good luck to all area basketball teams, boys and girls, as you strive for the gold ball at the end of the season. We are proud to be a part of your communities and our family serving your family since 1900. Good luck, play hard, and above all, be good sportsmen.
Be good for Nana, okay?
I love you. That's nutmeg.
A moment like this is decades in the making. The County Federal Credit Union, partnering with you to achieve financial success so you can enjoy the moments that matter. countyfcu.org.
Want that special item for this year's high school basketball season to show your team support? Cushman & Sons, locally owned and operated in Presque Isle, has team sportswear and will do custom embroidery, screen printing, logo design, digital and printing, as well as banners, decals, and other vinyl works. Cushman & Sons also can design trophies, awards, and add specialty items. Cushman & Sons, 764-3833 or CushmanandSonsInc.com. And don't forget to visit and like their Facebook page. If you can think it, Cushman & Sons will say, yeah, we can do that.
Excellence at ground level is what you get with J. McLaughlin Construction in Holton. Founded in 2012, the company plans the construction of streets, residential areas, and commercial buildings, and they are involved in both public and private projects. Their high-quality work and many years of experience have earned them an excellent reputation and a loyal client base. Regardless of whether you need a detailed plan for a building or would like to build a road, J. McLaughlin Construction is your reliable partner for all your engineering needs. Call J. McLaughlin Construction at 532-6335 or 694-2546.
Katahdin Valley Health Center, or KVHC, is a network of 6 community health centers dedicated to providing affordable, comprehensive, and high-quality care to people of all ages and incomes. We accept all patients and insurances, including those who are uninsured or on main care. Our committed patient care team is here for you, offering an extensive range of services to provide you with quality health care. We're creating healthy communities starting with you. Call or visit our website today.
So we are back, and I am rejoined now by Scott, who is going to give us some quick first half totals here.
All right, so obviously the score here, we got Hodgdon 19, Fort Kent 17. Leading scores for the Lady Warriors, we have 2 at 5, Desiree Hafford and Larissa Daigle, both with 5 points. Leading score for Hodgdon, we have Sabra Scott with 9, hitting 5 of 6 from the free throw line. As you can tell, Fort Kent woke up here in the second quarter and scored 15 of those 17. So it's a 2-point ball game. Hodgdon up by 2.
Yeah, so very much a tale of two quarters. We'll see which of those two quarters is kind of more indicative of how the rest of this one will go. Hodgdon's scoring didn't really change much throughout the two, but the defense is really what made the difference, or rather Fort Kent's ability to get an offense going.
Right.
So we'll see if that's able to carry over. Or
foul trouble, it's Kylie Moore's with she has 3, so that kind of did change. Like Fort Kent was able to get in the paint more, get some outside shooting, getting it knocked down. Foul trouble always an issue for coach to have to manage the team, so hopefully Hodgdon's going to continue doing what they're doing and defend. She's going to have to be wise in her fouls.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's so much that she necessarily had any blocks, but I think just the presence is kind of a deterrent to wanting to attack the basket, knowing that you're going to counter her once you get there.
Yeah, agreed.
So Hodgdon with it to start off this half. They'll be attacking now, left to right to the viewers, and us as well. Scott has it on the wing. Fort Kent, they're now in a man-to-man defense for now. Moores is going to drive to the basket. That one is knocked away by Daigle. Good little help side swat down there. And it's going to stay to the Lady Hawks. They'll inbound under their own basket. Sure they'll have something to try to... Oh, Scott just going to flash right back down.
Yeah, a little box set there, screen up, both screening up, and we had Scott open, gets fouled.
They're going to tag Hafford with that one. That may be her third or her second. No, just her second
in the books, yep.
So Scott's free throw is up and no good. She appears to have preferred the basket on the other end, as in the first half she was pretty money from the line.
Pretty much perfect.
And that second one, the basket here doesn't like her as well. So the feelings are mutual, and the second one rims out. So Daigle's going to look to attack Scott right off the top. Kicks it out to Saucier. She will find Guimon in the corner. Her three is up, and that is good. So a quick three. And Kaylee Guimon is going to give Fort Kent their first lead of the second half, rather. And they're going to get back into their full court man pressure. Saucier just a second late to that pass. Scott's going to change ends quickly, gets it to McGillicuddy, whose runner is no good. Rebound, though, does find Drew. And they will now get into their half-court set. Hafford there being cautious so as to not pick up that third. So they do find Morris at the high post. She gets it to Scott. It's the flashing Gansel on the wing. Has nothing, kicks it back out to Scott.
Showing good patience.
Yeah. No, not really any shots to be had. Good defensive set by Fort Kent there, and they forced that tough one by McGillicuddy, which is no good. And get themselves a rebound. Hafford now finds Saucier on the wing. She will take that three. That one is just off the back of the rim. Rebound down to Morse. So definitely a good back and forth contest here thus far. They kind of lose Scott there, cutting along the baseline. Some lack of communication there, which is very important when you're playing a zone. Someone leaves your area and goes into another's, you need to let them know. That
nice
backdoor attempt is knocked away. Not a bad idea, though. She kind of threw it where either Hafford was going to get it or it wasn't going to be stolen. That was the best the defender could have done there, was knock it away. So they'll get to inbound underneath their own basket. Get it into Jandro. She will take the three. Kind of didn't really have the feet set there. It was kind of fading. Well, the rebound eventually tracked down by Daigle. They'll get another crack at it. Jandro will swing it to Daigle. She will take that three, and that is off. She chases it down and gets the tie-up, which will save their possession as the arrow was pointing to the Lady Warriors. So they will get inbound under their own basket again.
Great hustle there by Larissa, following her shot.
Yeah, it's a hard one to teach because a lot of times when you shoot, you like to hold that follow through and admire it a little bit. And
right.
Really, you probably should be, if you're not the last one back, getting in there and giving your team an extra rebounder. No one's going to know where that ball is going probably better than you.
That's right. There's long rebounds that you can get. Oh.
Good help side defense there by Daigle, though the rebound does eventually find Scott, or she finds it and puts the put back in.
She's good at keeping her hands up. You want that, you know, rebounding. She puts it up quick.
So a little inside out there between Saucier and Daigle. Daigle gets the rebound, kicks it back out to Saucier. So Fort Kent being a lot more active on the offensive glass. As I say that, there is another. And Saucier is going to get fouled after that rebound. That's at least 4 or 5 offensive rebounds here in the first half of this third quarter.
Yeah, they're being aggressive off the boards. That's Lauren McGillicuddy's first.
That good look there. Got for Guimond, though the shot is off. Hodgdon changes ends quickly, but finds nothing, so resets.
It's a flex cut. It's a flex cut, and she's done it twice now and gotten it behind the defense.
It's funny because I'm sure most people would think of flex as more of a man offense, but
yeah, it's just a little flex cut, and it's worked twice now.
Yeah, they do it quickly because she doesn't have to wait for the screens, because again, against the zone, not really screening the man that's there because she's not going to be following her anyways.
Right.
So Scott's struggles on this half continue, missing that first free throw. She will get a second. That one is up, and she finally breaks the ice here, and that one is good.
4-point lead.
Daigle gets it up to Guimond, cuts through, skip pass over to Gendreau. Guimond then cuts down the middle after the pass, kind of following her pass. And she's going to draw the foul. It will be before any shot attempt, though. So, again, Lady Warriors inbounding underneath.
Oof, yeah, thought that could have been number 30, Kylie Moore's fourth, but it's going to be Autumn Gansel's third. Team second.
They'll have to settle for just getting the inbound in, as they didn't have any good looks out of it. Saucier takes that three, and that is no good. Rebound eventually finds Drew, though, then batted away by Gendreau, who finds Gendreau back under the basket. That one is off. Rebound down to Gansel, gets it back to Drew to calm things down a little bit. So not quite being able to capitalize on them, but Fort Kent definitely getting themselves a lot more looks, better looks offensively. Not as good as the one Gansel just had. Was unable to finish, however, so they're losing players underneath the back side of that 2-3 a little bit.
Yeah.
Guimond has it in the corner. Finds Saucier up top, who swings it to Gendreau. She drives the middle, and then a nice pass to Hafford on the cut. Probably could have used the dribble to get more of a layup look there, kind of that in-betweener runner layup from 7 feet that came off hard off the glass.
They're overloading the defense. That's been
that skip pass to McGillicuddy. The nice pass there, seeing that sagging defender, leaving the weak side and wide open for a three, and she hits it. Daigle drives and kicks to Gendreau. That three is no good. Rebound by McGillicuddy. She finds Scott. She'll try to explore, see what she has in transition, and a good pass to Gansel. Good recovery defense though by Guimond, forcing the miss. Hafford's going to try to slow things down a little bit here, try to get a better look, and actually Coach O'Leary's going to take that out of their hands and call the timeout. And we'll see if this is a full or 30.
Full timeout.
It is a full timeout, so we will take the 60 as well on WHOU and WFKT.
Madigan Healthcare Services provides a continuum of healthcare, from skilled nursing facility, rehab therapy, to home healthcare.
After 5 days in the hospital, they suggested that I come to the Madigan. The level of care, the service, the respect that they showed me, even the aftercare, everything about it was really excellent, and I feel healthy. So the services that I've received at the Madigan have enabled me to get back to those things that I really love to do.
Get a jump on your future by exploring your possibilities at Northern Maine Community College. The team of faculty and staff at NMCC will position you for a lifetime of success. With over 35 degree and certificate programs, including our newest offerings in water treatment technology, you will be amazed at how quickly your new skills will open a world of opportunity. Visit us online today at nmcc.edu. Northern Maine Community College. Succeed here.
So Coach O'Leary trying to break up that little bit of a scoreless run there, reorganize and reset the mentality, try to get some better looks. And Coach's biggest pet peeve is probably a turnover straight out of a timeout, and that's what happens.
Yeah, it's definitely not what he drew up.
No. So Emma Drew handling the ball up top. Pass over to McGillicuddy. Finds Moores at that high post where she does a good job at kind of passing out of it. She draws a lot of that attention and passes out to Scott in the opposite wing, and she hits a little 12-footer.
Yeah, under control, nice ball fake, get to her spot, shoot. She's done that a couple times already.
Hodgdon's lead kind of inching back up to what it was to start the game. That shot by Saucier is off. Ran into some contact there by Moores, though she was stationary, so definitely a good no foul call there. So just under 2 minutes. Hodgdon has extended their lead back up to 9, 29-20. McGillicuddy's going to try another three. That one just rattles out. That was a little flat. A little more arc could have done her well there. Dago looks to change ends quickly and is going to put Scott in the position to have to stop her one way or the other, and she does, though, with a blocking foul.
Yeah, her second, team's third. Yeah, Larissa forcing the action, pushing the ball. Scott reaching foul while she's moving.
Drolet is going to check in for the first time and get by Saucier a minute and a half here at the end of this quarter. Jandro is going to take that one. That one unfortunate to have rim out. Drew does a good job of escaping pressure there. Been a pretty solid ball handler for the Lady Hawks tonight. Nice little high-low action to Moores. That is no good. Rebound batted around. McGillicuddy. Her shot is also off. Scott with a couple chances and is finally fouled on the rebounding action. It was on the shot, however, so she will go to the line for two.
Yeah, 3 chances at it right there, so Fort Kent having a hard time keeping them off the glass.
Again, not that they're huge by any means, but just kind of...
No, they're active.
Yep. That foul was given to Hafford. That was her third.
Yep.
Scott seems to have figured things out on this end from the line and has made her last couple now. Second one is up. And also good.
3 in a row.
It's the old saying, form is temporary, but class is permanent. Hafford's going to drive and kick to Daigle. Her three is good. So bringing things back down to single digits, an 8-point lead for Hodgdon, just under a minute here in this third quarter.
Well, it allows them to get in their pressure now.
Yep. Even if all you're doing is making them work just to get it across, sometimes you can kind of feel like you've already done your job offensively by breaking the press, and as we see there, it leads to a turnover. Daigle with the pass over the top of Hafford's head. A little bit of rush of blood to the head there, and that one finds the sideline. So Moore is going to trigger the inbound. 37 seconds remaining. Fort Kent back now in their 1-3-1 full court pressure. And have a trap in the corner. Scott does a good job of escaping, however. Drew's going to pull it up top. Enzo gets to McGillicuddy. 20 seconds now. They find Scott in the opposite block.
And the foul. Basket's good.
Very tough play for the Lady Warriors there as she gets the 2 and the foul, and I believe Hafford's 4th.
It is. That's big.
She really would have preferred not to get in the last 20 seconds of the third quarter.
Yeah.
That'll probably see her miss a decent little chunk of the 4th for as long as Coach O'Leary feels he can afford to keep her out.
Yeah. Yeah, if she could take it back, she could, she would, but there's another free throw. 3-point play. Extends the lead to 11.
Nice try there by Gansel inbound, though. New rule this year, they don't let you keep it after you make a free throw. 13 seconds. See if the Lady Warriors can get themselves a good look here. over to Jandro with 6. Finds Vagel in the wing. Good pressure by Scott. Takes that turnaround 3.
Shot.
Tough look. Well defended by Scott. Is no good. So Lady Hawks able to push it back up to a double-digit lead, seeing them leading the Lady Warriors by a score of 34-23. And we will be back with the fourth quarter in 60 seconds.
Nortrax is your John Deere construction and forestry equipment dealer for the entire state of Maine. We stand ready to serve all your new and used heavy equipment needs. Count on Nortrax for 24-hour parts and service support and around-the-clock machine monitoring with JD Link. Our certified technicians and parts specialists alongside our product support technology reps are here to serve you. We stand ready as your John Deere construction and forestry equipment team in Maine.
This is Ben Adams from Priority Auto Sales. Listen, I know you've been seeing a lot of these orange plates around town lately, and trust me, I'm not just paying people to drive around in our vehicles all day. Every day we're selling cars, trucks, and SUVs. Why? It's simple. Discounted prices up front, great selection, and low pressure sales. We're simply not playing the games. We really are creating a new way to shop for a used vehicle. Check us out at yourpriorityauto.com and like us on Facebook. Priority Auto Sales, Route 1 in Holton.
So we're ready to get things started here on this fourth and usually final quarter, unless overtime is needed. Lady Hawks inbounding, still attacking left to right. Scott gets that familiar 12-footer, no good. Moores gets the rebound and puts that one back up and in. Extending Hodgdon, I think now their biggest lead of 13. And that pass attempt to the cutter is knocked away, but eventually recovered by the Lady Warriors. O'Leary is going to find Drolet for that 3, and that is short. That one eventually comes off the foot of, I believe it was Madison Saucier. Mr. Alla correctly awarding the ball to the Lady Hawks. Can probably afford to be a little patient here.
Forehand back in their 1-3-1.
Hodgdon very much in the driver's seat at this point. They're in no rush to force the issue. They'll wait for a good look, and they get one, but the shot is long. Rebound, though, once again, controlled by Scott, who's been incredibly active. That one, though, finally tracked down by Jandro. She'll look to change ends, explore, see what she has. Hodgdon does a good job to recover, so Fort Kent will have to settle into their half court. Jandro out to Daigle.
Fort Kent's back in their 5-out offense. Larissa drives, just gets a rebound. Good hustle, but looks like it's going to be a backcourt violation. Go out of bounds. Hodgdon ball.
You hear Coach Harvey there saying he doesn't want them at this point to be settling for any outside shots, as they are in command and do not need to be taking anything other than good high percentage looks.
Yeah, he's going to want ball movement, patience, and the good looks, high percentage ones. Layups are good to have.
Coach O'Leary deciding that he is no longer in a position to be able to protect Hafford and her 4 fouls on the bench, so she re-enters here with 6.5 remaining. She's going to have to walk that tightrope of still playing her game, but also trying to keep herself qualified to finish out the game.
Yeah.
Hodgdon's going to just pass around the top and force Fort Kent to do what they want to do.
Yeah, it's going to force Fort Kent out. And they got to travel.
Yeah, Saucier with some good pressure there, not allowing Morris to simply catch and shoot. Tried to get those feet organized, but traveled in doing so.
Well, it's going to be important here. This possession gets something. They've gone scoreless for a while now. And similar to the first quarter where they had a hard time putting in a basket, they're going to have to get something to the rim here.
Saucier's pass attempt is knocked away by Morris, who then has the nice strong outlet pass up to McGillicuddy, who finds the cutting Gansel, whose layup is off and rebounded by Drolet. She gets it up to Hafford, who makes the extra pass to Saucier. I don't know if she ever quite had that one corralled before getting the shot up.
Timeout.
Coach Harvey's timeout finally acknowledged. I was able to hear it through this headset. It is going to be a full, so we will take the Minute as well on WHOU and WFKT.
The S.W. Collins Company is the only Makita Pro Center in Maine, which means we have access to all the latest tools that Makita has to offer. Our factory-trained employees are ready to make sure that you have the right tool for any project. With over 180 tools, Makita has the largest cordless offering with a single battery platform in the industry. And don't forget, we are also a Makita authorized service dealer. For sales, service, and the largest selection of quality Makita tools, go where the builders go, the S.W. Collins Company.
It's never too early to start planning for your future, whether that means protecting your family with life insurance, college planning, or starting to save for retirement. I want to help you get started.
Regardless of your age, it's important to start planning for your financial future now. And as you inch closer to retirement, it's important for you to protect your assets, your retirement income, and your family.
Thompson Hamel has many tools available to help you chart your course on your financial roadmap. Thompson Hamel, LLC. Your family, your future.
All right, 5:42 on the clock. Hodgdon with the ball, looking to.
Nice over-the-top catch there by Scott. That might be featured on the You Got Mossed segment of ESPN this weekend. Kind of climbing the ladder and catching that over the head of the defenders.
Sure,
Scott.
Coach Harvey just telling him to be patient, pass the ball. They're looking for high percentage. They don't need to rush anything.
No, he's going to tell them that they've done a great job defensively thus far, and they can trust their defense and trust that they could very much come out of here victorious without scoring a single point for the rest of this one if they just do their jobs. Kind of minimize the possessions here.
Yeah. It's forcing, Fort Kent's got to extend, at least try to get a 5.
Yeah, he's got
to get a turnover.
He's got a few good, solid ball handlers out there who he can trust to take care of it and not give up turnovers.
Yeah.
Kent's probably gonna have to kind of extend this a little bit.
Have to. It's already almost been a minute with. Oh, and there they got a 3-second violation. 13 blue. This is Lauren McGilligutty.
You can kind of lull yourselves to sleep at times.
Yep.
So Dow's going to check back in for her first action in a little bit, replace Gansel. Coach Harvey hasn't gone terribly deep into his bench when he hasn't had to. Foul trouble would force his hand a little bit earlier, but kind of gone about, say, 5.5 deep. So Fort Kent looking to make something happen, going to try to force the issue, and in doing so, get the turnover. Scott's going to come the other way. Wisely attempted to pull it out, but didn't see the recovering Hafford.
Yeah, spun right into Hafford.
Yep. Daigle has it on the wing. Guimond's 3 is going to be short. Scott this time wisely not getting into the trouble for trying to pull out, but avoiding it altogether. They'll be very patient, very deliberate. They are in no hurry to do much of anything. Just trying to take care of the ball and, again, minimize possessions. They will take good looks, however, and Scott's was unable to finish it, but she was fouled after, sound like a broken record, but after her offensive rebound, that she's had several of.
Yeah, very active. She's under control, which is what has impressed me so far. I mean, she's able to come to a stop, do a ball fake. She's been sound.
You find Moores there on the opposite block out of the inbounds. Her first attempt was no good, but sticking with it, getting the rebound, and the putback is.
She has scored all 4 points for Hodgdon in the fourth quarter. And impressive that she hasn't picked up another foul. She's had 3 for a while.
Yep, been smart with them. Drolet does well to save that one.
Big collision there.
That sends off a domino effect. Hafford was bumped. Everyone coming out, apparently no worse for the wear, but Coach Harvey's going to give McGillicuddy a minute to kind of work it out on the bench there. She's appears as though she's going to be okay. May have gotten kind of rolled up on there by the tumbling Hafford. Drolet with the open 3 look on the corner is no good. Rebound though by Hafford, and I think, yes, Mr. Murchison's foul is going to precede Mr. Alla's tie-up. So Hafford is going to go to the line for 2.
Yeah, it's Marissa Dow second. Both teams with 5 team fouls.
First one is up and off the back rim and no good. She will get a second. That one is up and also off. Rebound batted out by Jandro, though right to Dow. She's going to look to change ends, but again, wisely slow it down. They're in no hurry. Milking the clock here, now under 3 minutes. I figure Fort Kent won't score 15 points if they only get the ball 2 more times, so they're very content to drain clock.
Yeah, and that's not an easy thing. They've practiced this because being up by 15, now 17, good basket there.
Yeah, and then as you kind of pull them out, make them chase a little bit, can open things up, and Drew capitalizes with the finish. So score now sitting at 40-23. Lady Hawks playing out the stretch here. Just under 2.5 remaining. Daigle's 3 is off right, rebounded though by Guimond, who in attempting to get to the basket around Morris is fouled by her. That will be Hodgdon's, I believe, only 6th team foul, so we'll be shooting 1-and-1s on the next.
Moore's 4th.
Yeah, he's going to get her out.
Yeah. Just a little over 2 minutes left.
See if he maybe tries to go a little offense-defense with her or just sees the job is done. That shot was off. So Dow now has it, leading the clock down to about 2 minutes. Comfortable with a 17-point lead. They will only look for the best of looks. As I say that, Scott kind of forced an issue and has to run through Guimond for that shot attempt. I'm sure that's not the one that Coach Harvey wants. That's exactly the type of shot that he'll say they don't need at this point.
Yeah, player control foul.
Yep.
And that's what he just said, no fouls. Let's just play good defense here.
Anything that stops that clock right now is not what they want. Hafford unable to control that entry on the cut. Out of bounds to the Lady Hawks. We have 1:42 remaining. Fort Kent full court pressure, a little bit of desperation mode here. Almost forced that 5-second count, but they did just get it in. They will get it across. Settle for that. Dow looking very comfortable handling the ball both hands. Promising talent for the future. She's only a freshman.
Yeah, she's very quick.
So that pass knocked away and finally controlled by Hafford. She'll look to force issue coming the other way. Looked up and saw Daigle, but Hodgdon did a good job at recovering. Her 3, however, is off and again rebounded by Scott. Dribbles it off of her foot. It is eventually knocked out. I think they're going to get, they give that off of Scott. Thought there was a chance Jandro may have gotten the last touch, but they're going to call it off. Call it out off of Scott. Coach Harvey, again, going to try to give that reminder to slow things down. They're not desperate. He's going to take a 30-second timeout, and we will take it as well.
Tired of the same old boring meals? Try something new this week. TNT Takeout at 69 High Street in Holton has what you're looking for.
And believe me, the name doesn't lie. The food is dynamite. Every pizza is loaded with lots of gooey cheese and delicious toppings, from traditional pepperoni to barbecue chicken, combination to vegetarian pizza or all meat.
You can grab their specials or enjoy salads to food off the grill, Mexican seafood, and hot or cold subs. TNT Takeout, the convenience store that has it all.
Call 521-5250.
So we are back to play out the rest of this one. 1:02 remaining. Lady Hawks, a comfortable 17-point lead. We've got a few more subs on for their first action this evening, including number 10, Sadie Thompson, as well as, who's the other new one, number 14, Monique Polchis.
Caitlin Overlock with her first basket coming off the bench and got fouled, so an and one situation.
Hoop in the harm. Her free throw will be up and good. So comes in ready to contribute right away. Lady Hawks inbounding just under a minute now. They get it into Dow. It's knocked away by Overlock, actually. Good hands there by Vivian Drolet to knock that one out of bounds. So definitely no quit in this side. Overlock almost got to that one, but Dow able to secure it. Haffer is going to be called for her 5th and disqualifying foul.
Yeah, that's it. Total of 5 points. Team's 6th foul.
Yep.
So it's going to take it out of bounds.
Hodgdon will be shooting on the next one, if there is a next one. 36 seconds left. 40 to 26. Lady Hawks just playing out the stretch here. Trying to take care of the ball. Saucier comes in and knocks that one away. Though knocks it away off of a Lady Hawk. So it'll be Lady Warriors possession. 26.5 seconds left. Gets it straight into Guimon on the corner. Her three is long. Rebound down to Polchis, who is fouled. And they're going to give that one to Drolet before the tie-up. And that will send her to the line.
Yeah, for a 1-and-1 here.
Was on Drolet, just her first. Polchis' free throw is off, though offensive rebound down to Winship. She kicks it out to Dow, who drives to the basket and draws the foul on Overlock.
Her first. Team's 8th, so we're in the act of shooting. I believe 2 foul shots will be given here.
Indeed. Leary's going to send Allie Morgan in for her first action of the varsity contest, and played in the JV game prior, which saw the Lady Warriors victorious. She's going to replace senior Guimond. Dow's going to get the second one. 14 seconds left, 15-point lead. That one is off, rebound batted around. Eventually finds Overlock, who gets tripped up by Winship, and that will send her to the line.
Winship's first. Another 1-and-1 situation here.
Caitlin Overlock, a good last minute here with a basket, an and one, a made free throw, and now a rebound, and she's going to go to the line for 1-on-1. And that first one is up and good.
Pure, looks good.
So she will get the second. Have a violation, but it's negated by the fact that she made it anyways.
5 points for her. And
yep. Sose is, for some reason, going to take an intentional foul there.
Yeah.
Kind of doubt that that was under the instruction of Coach O'Leary, unless it was just to try to get a sub or two in here for the last 9.5. So Scott is going to, rather Drew, sorry, is going to go to the line for the 2, and then they will maintain possession due to the intentional nature of the foul. That first one is up and good. These can often be toughest with the lane cleared. Will not allow the sub, as it will be a dead ball after this shot, make or miss. And she does make. So now coming in for her first action is freshman Shania Morin.
Puts Hodgdon up 15 with 9.5 seconds left.
Yeah, I believe that last one had them cover the spread. 6 seconds remaining here. It's academic at this point. They're going to work out the clock. 3, 2, and 1. And so this one goes final. Final score of Lady Hawks 43, Lady Warriors 28. We will take a quick 1-minute break and come back with our post-game guest.
From kitchen excellence to building damage, owning your own restaurant comes with a lot of liabilities.
Among drivers, vehicles, and business property, there's a lot of exposure.
If our equipment fails, we know United Insurance has us covered.
For us, finding the right words for marketing campaigns is simple. Finding the right insurance is not. That's why it's nice to know United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
The United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
White Smiles Family Dentistry realizes that life gets busy. We have locations in Presque Isle and Fort Fairfield to better accommodate your busy schedule. If you need to see a dentist but don't want to wait months for an appointment, then call White Smiles Family Dentistry. We are always accepting new patients and can accommodate you as quickly as possible. We offer the area's most complete dentistry, including implants, extractions, root canals, and implant-retained dentures, which saves you from trips downstate or transfers to another dental office. Don't wait months to see your dentist. Call White Smiles Family Dentistry today.
And we are back, and Scott is down courtside with our post-game guest, Sabra Scott.
All right, here with Sabra Scott, leading scorer with 21 points. I was really impressed. You're very active on the boards, good ball handler. I like how you're under control, giving up fakes and finishing strong. So great win.
Thank you. Thank you. We prepped a lot for this win. We practiced, like, we knew they were going to do a 1-3-1 on defense, so we practiced a lot of different offenses for it. And we were out on their shooters. We knew which ones would be the ones that would make it. So.
Did a great job clogging the paint, I thought. We're willing to concede the three-point corner shots that you were, I mean, that didn't hurt you at all.
Actually, I'm not in the corner, so that was like a first. I'm not very good at those shots. So.
All right. Now 6-2. Not sure when's your next game and who's your next opponent, but
I actually don't know which day it is. It's probably coming up soon. We were scheduled to have a game this Thursday, I think. It got canceled, but yeah.
Yeah, so great win, great performance today. So good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Scott, and thank you, Sabra. We will just quickly go over some full-time totals here for the victorious Lady Hawks. Emma Drew had 6. Lauren McGillicuddy with 3. As you just saw, our guest, Sabra Scott, with a game-high 21. Autumn Gansel with a couple. Marissa Dow with 5. And Kylie Moores with 6. And for the Lady Warriors, dropping to 2 and 6, Larissa Daigle had a team high of 10. Shaylee Gendreau with 2. Cassidy O'Leary with 2. Kaylee Guimond and Madison Saucier each with 3. And Desiree Hafford and Caitlin Overlock each with 5. So, we thank you for joining us on the Saturday evening. A well-played match by both sides, and we look forward to having you for the next one here on WHOU and WFKT. Thank you and good evening.